lovely human people. I'm reading this. I'm now halfway through the series after I've read this, I think. And I was scared after what happened in book 3. This is the one. I cried a lot at book 3. Book 3, Airfire is a lot. Well, technically it's book 4 and what we've read. This is book 5 and what we've read, book 4 in the series. Because Assassin's Blade is the novella. But what can we say? Airfire was a ride, and I just wasn't ready for it. I was warned about that being a lot, and it was. And also I'm more excited about this now because of what happened in Airfire. I know that this is gonna be a spoilery vlog, but I don't wanna mention what happened in previous books. Can I? Should I? Rowan is a vibe. He is just, he's a vibe, and I would like to get to know him better. I'm just saying. He's very grumpy and very stoic and just like, And Selena's not sunshine, whatever you want to call her now. She's not all sunshine, but she's not as grumpy as him. Yeah. And also, I'm so glad I invested in these pretty hardcovers. I got the box set from On Buy because I wanted these covers, but now that I've seen on Books No Age, they sell replacement dust jackets, and the Assassin's Blade came with a big sort of cut down it, and it's not a massive deal in the grand scheme of things, but I do also really love the Books No Age dust jackets, so I might treat myself to that after Christmas. I don't know, but as it stands, I just really like these covers better than the new horrible ones. I'm excited. Have I said excited? I will come back to you once I've started this behemoth. What is this page count that we are going on? 645 pages we are going on with this one. Cracking, absolutely cracking. And it's Wednesday now? Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday. We're on Tuesday, the 5th of December. So I've got until Friday to finish this, which is doable. It is doable. Are we only on Tuesday? Yeah, we are. Sorry, confused.com. I would like to get this finished by the end of the week because I do have a lot of novellas to read at the weekend, and Chels is going to be doing some live shows. Well, doing a live show on Saturday, and we're going to be reading for a lot of the day because we need to get the novellas done, like, and finitoed. So yeah, I could get this done really quickly. I've got the audiobook, so, but I don't want to go too fast because I want to have thoughts. The Airfire live show was pushed back, but I can't push this back because it was a poor pick for my next read, so I need to read it. I can't let the people down who voted on the poll, can I? I'm going to go now. Goodbye. Hello friends. I'm trying to go with a little of an update. So, I don't know what the hell Aileen thinks she's doing. I don't know where this accent's coming from. I'm going to stop it now. I don't know what Aileen thinks she's doing. She's trusting Erebin again. She's decided that she is going to forgo, well, not forgo, no, she's going to decide for now to not kill him and just go along with what he wants. So he wants her to catch a Vogue and bring him back to him. Why he wants one in the first place is beyond me. Kill them. Kill them. Remember what they did to you in the Airfire, Aileen? Oh, she's not going to tell Selena anymore. And also, she met KO again. Oh my god. We'll talk about that drama in a minute. But she meets Erebin, and he's all like, handsome and stuff, and she's like, I want to kill him, but then she also needs his help, and he's like, well, you help me, I help you, and I'll help you get Aiden out. Is it Aiden? Out of, anyway, a cousin, out of, like, and stop him being killed. If you help me with this one thing, this one fucking thing. No, it's two-parter, but also catch a Vogue. Why? And then, you know, in her mind, she's going through, like, he's going to betray me, or he's going to do something, like, is this a trick, and da-da-da. Yes, Aileen, it's a trick. And then she lets him get, like, in close. I mean, like, you could change over 2 years, why can't I? And da-da-da-da, and, like, I will do anything. It was, you know, like, the whole, I will break the world for you, I will, you know, kill any guy that looks for you. You know, that kind of vibe that you get from, like, dark romances. He's given off that vibe when he has no right to. He's also been like, please give me a chance to, I'll do whatever to make it up to you, blah, blah, blah. You killed the guy that she loved. Whether it was, like, love as a friend, or love as in she was in love with him, we could debate that all day. People think what they want to think about the relationship with Sam. Either way, he arranged for someone she cared about to be tortured, and in doing so, no, she knew that she would go and try and rescue him. So if it wasn't for, like, he knew that she was going to get into trouble. He didn't know that she was going to get sent to Endovia. Get it? Honestly, just, yeah, that was a snag, little snag in the plan. But he knew that she would get into some kind of trouble with the king. So he let that happen so he could be like knight in shining armour, like riding in to save her, and then she would be in debt to him again. I'm like, dude, that's not love. That is not showing you care about someone. You need to fix that in your brain. What the fuck, Arabin? What the fuck? And, like, I just have a really bad feeling that she's gonna, like, she doesn't have magic when she's back in Rifthold either, because of like the thing. So, like, how is she gonna do this with the Vogue? Because she used her fire last time to kill them, and she doesn't have that now. She has it, but it's like suppressed, and so she's like, she felt the physical, like, depletion of her like fey abilities when she went into, like, through the veil from, like, the outside to the inside of Rifthold because of what the king's done. So why would she then be like, oh yeah, I'll get wrong with you? No, I don't fully understand what she thinks she's doing. I'm scared to continue, but also KO. I mean, the audacity of him to talk to her like shit. I mean, like, dude, he expected her to go away, and, like, he didn't even know what Maeve was like. He just assumed that because of her family that she was going to be open with loving arms, welcome with loving arms, and that Maeve was going to come back with them and help them defeat the king, and yada da da da, without any real knowledge of, like, who Maeve was, what she's like, you know, she's a bitch. She is, like, just. And he was disappointed. He was acting, like, angry and disappointed that she didn't bring someone back with her, and, like, wondered what she'd been doing with herself. I'm sorry, sir. I am sorry, sir. What? Like, why are you being such a dick? I can understand now why people start to dislike KO and the way that he acts in this, because he is acting like an absolute tool. None of them could help what happened to Nehemia. Should he have told her that he knew something about, like, what was going on? Yes. Is it his fault that Nehemia's dead? No. Did Aileen slightly overreact and, like, lash out with, like, claw and all, like, and, like, permanently scar KO? Yes. But, and I honestly now don't think that, I know he can't accept, he referred to her as a monster. Like, he was insinuating that she was a monster for being a fae, yet Dorian was okay because his magic wasn't fae magic. I mean, hello, sir. Like, magic is magic. Double stand, like, where, like, what? Like, Dorian's my king, so you can accept his magic, but you can't accept her, so she's a monster because she's fae? Absolutely not, sir. Shut up, pipe down. Pipe the fuck down and sit on your backside and just listen to what she has to say. Let her try and help. Why are you suddenly, like, leader of the rebels and you don't need no one's help other than this enigmatic character that this woman, I've forgotten her name already, but she seems like she might be alright, but yeah, there's just a lot. My thoughts are a lot, and I'm sorry that I've just like blurted all of this out to you over like a 6-minute rant. I'm so sorry, but these thoughts needed to come out of my brain. But also we met my nan again. My nan, I feel like a kindred spirit with my nan. I would murder people that wronged me if it was allowed, and I wouldn't feel bad about it. You know, if I had like, I'm joking. For legal reasons, that's a joke. I don't know what the hell. I just love being with my nan and Abraxas again. Just, and the fact that he's got a personality now, and he's just like, I could dive, and he doesn't have, because of his size and he's smaller than the other wyvern, he can just like do the whole dive and like spring his arms out and like do a whole like fake out thing, and he likes to do that, and I love that he's got that personality, and she like is sort of like eye rolly about it, but like, okay, you can show off, you can do your whole like diving wing, like, you know, break my fall sort of thing, whatever it is. Like, oh, that is just the cutest thing, and I want a wyvern. Give me him. Thank you, please. Also, I need to find out if there's like actually artwork of him around, because I can vision him in my head. I can't envision him in my head, I mean. But I would love to see, like, maybe a little model of him, a picture of my nan with her way at wyvern. I need to find one. I need to find artwork somewhere, because that, chef's kiss, I bet. So yeah, that's where we've got to, and all of those thoughts and the ponderances were in the first couple of chapters. You're welcome, and you'll get more of this as the story goes on. I'm debating whether I want to do the tandem read. I do, but I don't. I feel like I need to have a proper think about whether or not I have the capacity in the noggin to do that. I need to find out also, I need to actually do the physical breakdown, but it means, because I'm physically reading, I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands, because I'm physically reading as well as audiobooking, it also means doing a switch over in audio and books, which also means I'm going to have to pay attention to the chapter numbers, because when I'm just doing a mix of audio and physical, I don't pay attention to the chapters. I just like continue reading and then put my bookmark in and then probably go find his rant. With this I'm going to have to, so can my brain focus and organise itself in that way? I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This is about Queen of Shadows. Welcome to my 9-minute rant. Love you all. See you soon. Hi, I'm coming up to you with another update from Queen of Shadows, and my nan is serving Duke Perrington, and he's giving me like massive ick vibes, and I just want to shoot him in the head with a bow and arrow. Do I know how to use a bow and arrow? No, I don't. Do I want to learn so I can shoot Duke Perrington through the head for just being a skis? Yeah, I do. So his not really a proposal, more of an order. He wants to insert these stones. Oh, I feel sick. Just to insert the stones into the witches that could create like the Vogue, so that they can have like stronger, more Vogue babies. And because they're witches and strong witches, and they've already got Vogue blood in them, their babies will then be stronger. And it's kind of like using the 13, using these really powerful witches as like cows, as like whores, as she put it. It's really disturbing, and Duke Perrington needs to just fucking die. But Caltaine has onyx, is it onyx? Has a black, so she's also got the Vogue inside. And I don't know how Dorian's going to get out of this, the Vogue is already penetrating him. We've got like a little bit from his perspective where he knows he's inside the body. He's still got an awareness inside his body, but he calls it the demon. Is still edging closer and closer to like taking over everything. And it was the last bit we had was like the demons got a bit closer at this time, and I am really worried. I don't know how they're gonna get through this, because the only way to kill them is like fire, or like chop off the head, or like is to unalive and incapacitate the body of the person it's inhabited. There's no way to extract it currently from the body, and we know that from what we've read so far, that it just slowly takes over the person that was in the body till they're no longer there. That's scary as shit, not gonna lie. I'm really worried for Dorian. He's been through so fucking much, and now he's been collared and is getting taken over by a demon that wants to drain the energy out of other people, which is just all so fun. And can Chaol, like, okay, Chaol needs to stop being a dick and stop just, I mean, yes, Selena Aylin has killed a lot of people, but she's not just done it recklessly, willy-nilly, like, for no, just because she feels like killing people. There's a purpose behind. I'm not saying in like normal life there's a reason for killing people and the people just going, but in this particular situation, this particular book, there's a reason why she kills these people. And he's making out like he's this noble being who, you know, I could never hurt people like that, and she's all the people she's killed, and she's a monster, and you know, all her strength, she, you know, we can't leave, like, get her with all her strength and stuff. And I'm just like, I get it. There's no more love in that sense between them anymore, because, you know, bonds were severed because of what happened, and I get that, but it's like he doesn't care anymore. And I could totally understand how people do think he's a dick and start to dislike him. I know there'll be reasons behind it. He's feeling guilty because of what Dorian sacrificed for him. He's feeling guilty because he would just let the king do what he wanted for years, didn't question it, just followed the rules like a good little soldier boy, and is now realised that the king is just a demon, just like an evil piece of shit, and he just feels guilty for that, and I get it. And he's gone against his word with his father. He hasn't gone home, clearly he hasn't gone home, so he's gone against that word when his dad sort of like helped him out, and so he's gonna have a lot of self-loathing, but there's no need to take it out on other people. I don't fully understand what's going on with him. Like, fair enough if you don't love Selena like that or Aylin like that anymore, that's fine, but she's come back to help you. And the automatic distrust just because she didn't bring an army back with her, and he thinks that, you know, she's off with a fairy prince, a fairy man or whatever. It's like, no, she's not been doing that. Have feelings grown between them? Potentially. There's a blood bond. Could it be more? Could it be more romantic? I don't know. But there's a blood bond there now. And yes, she's fully embraced the fake queenness of it all, but she's not done anything that would make people believe that she's doing things that are not right. Like, she's trying to save people. She's trying to stop these like soul draining demon things from spreading. She's trying to stop the king, and she's trying to save her family, her cousin, and if she can, she'll save Dorian, but I don't know how she's gonna be able to do that. I feel like he's been a dick, and I'm really disappointed in you, Chaol. You were doing so well. And, you know, I don't know. I need to just have a think. about this, and we've just got to the bit where she was doing the whole like distraction thing, and she was a dancer, she was an understudy, and then it's just, we got just past the point where Aidan's seen her and he's like, that's my queen, and everything's just gone up. So she's causing havoc and I love it, and I'm just waiting to see what happens now. I'm debating whether or not I want to continue with the next chapter or go get some sleep, because I'm blinking a lot because I'm so tired. But I'm also really interested in reading this book, and I was going to start some crochet, but it's currently midnight, so I don't think I should start crocheting tonight. I need to finish it so I can send it as a Christmas present, but you know, we'll sort that another day. I need to continue with Queen of Shadows tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. That's what we're going to do. So I will keep you updated. Okay, so we've got a lead who we thought was like, well, we didn't think. She was trying to perceive herself as like a weakling human. But we now find out that she's actually one of the witches. She's a witchling. And Manon's taken her on as a Blackbeak. Are we doing this? We are doing this. Also, Rowan's back! Rowan's back! My boy! Oh god. I was so excited. And Aline cried. I didn't cry though. Not cried at this book yet. That's coming though. That is coming. I'm going to still do some more reading. It's currently like 5 to 6. I've got an hour and a half till the live. So, got an hour and a bit to read till I need to get ready for the live with Jem. And then I'll be switching to my novellas. I've done some crocheting, but I did doze a little bit in the sofa. I got too comfortable. But anyway, I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, so I'm on Sprint and I've read quite a bit more of Queen of Shadows, and I swear to God, it's stressing me out. It's really stressing me out. Like, Aileen was, like, Lysandra, I don't know where to start. Lysandra was setting him up to kill Erebin, and then Erebin tried to put the ring, the word key ring on Aileen's finger, and licked the blood and was like, and oh. Then Lysandra actually killed Erebin, and Erebin's dead. Like, I'm so glad he is dead, but seriously. And then she's done this whole plot where, like, she didn't actually get the ring, like the ring that Erebin thought was the real ring was not the real ring, and she inherited the whole thing because she reworded it and redid the will, and then she got the shitty assassins to buy her out so that she had money for terracing. So much. And then she was like, oh, like, cuddly with Rowan and like strokey face, and he was like, don't touch me like that. And then she was like, no, and then now she's being really standoffish, and he regrets it, and she regrets it, obviously. And then Adrian overheard, so then Adrian's being like, and then everyone knows that they have these feelings that are not just friends feelings, that are not just carrying on feelings, that are not just like blood oath bound feelings. They are deep, like, hunger feelings, like, I want to bed you, and not just like sleep next to each other kind of way, in more of a like sleep on top of each other kind of way. Do you know what I mean? That's my thoughts. You're welcome. Okay, update. Wow, you're close. So, update. I haven't updated this for a while because I haven't read Queen of Shadows for a while, so I can't remember where we last left off. Not gonna lie. Stuff's going down again. Right, okay, so where do we start? Initially, I thought that Selena Aylin was under the thrall of Erobin. Didn't happen. Erobin was kaput. He was kaput. But something's happened, and now I don't know. Right, let me just take these headphones off because it feels weird. Basically, something. I don't know why I'm saying something, because this is a spoilery vlog. But Lysandra was taken by the king, but she mentioned like Erobin when it was. I don't know. I can't remember the line it was, but Erobin's dead, so it wouldn't have been. But Erobin knew that Lysandra was a shapeshifter. And did I tell you that we found that out? I can't remember. We find out that Lysandra was a shapeshifter. I was just... And I just love that her and Aylin are friends, and that she's realised that Lysandra just did what she had to do. But also the fact that Lysandra's been in, like, the wrong body for so long, that's just... Ugh. I love the fact that they're becoming friends, but that also makes me think that Lysandra's going to be next to die. Because everyone she becomes friends with that's like female betrays her or dies so far, so that's the thing. I don't really know. These are not coherent thoughts. I understand that not everyone can live, and we need some kind of bad things to happen, but to be fair, she's been through a lot, Aylin. And then fucking Ronan gets shot with an arrow, and there's just the drama, and like she's like growling at people, and she's just like her blood. But then she saved Manon. She fought Manon, beat her to a point where Manon was gonna like fall to her death. Like she was like cut and bloodied, and like Selena had that pulled the way that she did to Irene. If you know who Irene is, she was mentioned in Assassin's Blade, and the fact that she's mentioned again is making me think that is Irene gonna come back? Is there something that's gonna happen with Irene? Is she coming back? Because if she is, I'm hoping that they can form a little friendship as well. Because she felt the same pull to Manon as she did when she felt that pull to help Irene, and when she was being attacked by those men, and like she taught her to defend herself in Assassin's Blade. And I think, is this the second time Irene's been mentioned? But it's not a coincidence. Like, I did say that it wasn't a coincidence that story must have some significance for it to have been in Assassin's Blade. The fact that she, despite how she'd been brought up and how she portrayed herself, the fact that she had this connection with this woman and she'd stopped to help her, and even though she was really arrogant at the time and she seemed a bit like exasperated with the fact that Irene couldn't defend herself, I did say at the time that I think Irene's going to come back into the story. I didn't know when, I didn't know in what capacity or how it was going to happen, but I did feel like Irene was going to come back into the story, and I think we might be getting close to that point. I did think it was the healer that they mentioned for Rowan, to heal Rowan, but that ended up being someone who was a midwife, so that's not it. But they're also looking after Fleetfoot, and I think that's just adorable. But oh, and her and Rowan, finally, they've not done anything yet, but the tension the tension is just fire. Like the grazing of the teeth along the neck and all that stuff, and I'm just like, wow. Just do it already. Just come on. Get to it. But obviously this is YA. Although, maybe it's pitched as YA, but does it end up going into like new adult? I don't know. I don't ever think there's going to be sex on page, because I'm sure this is technically a YA series. So maybe it's just going to have loads of angst and tension. Either way, I'm loving that. I'm loving the family and made feelings for each other in their own way, and they've been like, we're going to let this thing happen, and I am down. I'm down for that so bad. I don't know what else to say. That was very bitter and not very coherent as always. But I haven't updated you for a while, so I can't remember what I'd update you on and what I've not. And the rest of these clips are on my computer, and there's absolutely no way I was going on and watching them just to come back and update you on this. So you've got this 6 minutes of rambling. I'm gonna go to bed now, but I'm going to listen to some more tomorrow while I'm working, because I need to finish this. I can't remember when the live show is, but I usually like just devour these books in a really short space of time, and this book's been dragging out a bit, but I think it's because I'm really nervous about some things that I think might happen, and I just don't know if I'm ready for it. But one thing I did want to just like mention as well is the way that KO, genuine, the feelings. See, my worry was that it was gonna turn into this whole KO still had feelings for Aileen, and then she was gonna come back, and clearly, and then might be torn between him and Rowan, and as well as all the other shit going on with the Vogue and stuff, that there was going to be this whole potential love triangle situation, which I know people like to do in YA especially, but that hasn't happened. And the fact that when KO saw the way that Aileen was so protective of Rowan, and the way that he saw they looked at each other when there was like a scene where he was helping her out of when they'd been down the sewers, and he was waiting for the pang of jealousy to come, and he didn't, and he was just happy that she found someone. That for me is exactly what I wanted. The way they treat Aileen because she's fair, I still don't like. That part, Kale is a dick. But the way that, like, but him as a person, I still do root for him, and I want him to find his person. And I'm hoping that he will. I don't know if Nesrin will be his person. I think she's too, because they have like a casual thing, don't they? And he did try and sort of invite her out at one point, and she was a bit like, this is casual. Well, I can't remember what she said, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think that she's his person either. I think he needs like a nice girl. A nice girl that's just like not like a battle warrior. He needs someone that's just, I don't know. I think, yeah, someone who's not all about war and fighting and stuff. He needs like a nice girl, a quiet girl, I think. Anyway, that's enough for me for today. I'm going. Bye. Hello friends. How are we all? I'm coming in with an update on Queen of Shadows. I keep wanting to say Queen of Air and Darkness, but that is a Cassie Clare book that I read a while ago. So I'm currently crocheting, as I showed you in the B-roll. I've used a bigger hook than in the pattern, and these gaps are a little bit bigger than I expected them to be. But once I've done a couple of rolls of them, it'll be fine. But you don't care about that. What you want to know is my thoughts on Queen of Shadows. I don't know. We're at the part of the moment where they've just gone to try and, like, they've just found out that Dorian's actually still inside the Vogue body. Well, inside his body the Vogue's taken over. Did I tell you about the bit that, like, Selena Aileen saved Manon's life after, like, an epic fight? Did we do that bit? Did I give you an update on that bit? I don't know if I did, but either way, sorry, my hook's not going into my stitch properly. But yeah, I don't know what's going to come of that. Does this mean that Manon's finally going to grow backbone? I say grow backbone. She's got a bit of backbone anyway, but like stand up to her, the head witch, and be like, I'm not sending any more of my witches to be used as like Vogue whores. Is that going to be a thing that she's going to do? Because I feel like we've been teetering on the edge of that for a while, so she knows that there's something wrong, and I knew before she even spoke to her grandma, her grandmother, her grand witch, head witch, whatever she would call her, that she knew about what was happening with the witches. It was blatantly obvious by the fact that, just by the way that she acted, how cold-hearted she is, she beats Manon constantly. Like, she's going to care about witches that aren't even her blood, if she doesn't even give a crap about her own blood relation. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't any surprise to me as a reader, and I'm assuming anyone else has paid attention whilst reading this. It was no surprise that her grandmother didn't do anything, but also it could look back as they were lead. And I think that she's gonna be the one that potentially not breaks. I don't know how she's gonna break the Vogue away from Dorian, but we've had a bit of time where the Vogue doesn't like Manon, and she doesn't like that Dorian likes Manon. They sort of hide away when she's there. So I'm guessing that it's going to be something to do with her as to Dorian coming back. Because at the moment, we're being told that Dorian is being taken over by this Vogue prince, and there's no way that he could come back. But there's a sign on that's been written on the wall saying he's still inside. So he's being stubborn with being taken over, basically. But from everything we've learned, it's inevitable that he's eventually going to be totally taken over by this demon. So my only thing is, like, as they get out, that could happen is potentially Manon comes to the rescue. So she'll go and save the lead, and then, yeah, she'll go and save them, because it's like a life for a life. They saved her, so she'll save them. And she'll do something to Dorian. Maybe her blood will do something. I don't know. But I think, and I hope, that she's gonna, like, stand up against a bitch of a grandma, and everything. But again, we're only in books 5 now out of 7. So I know the next one's Tower of Dawn, which is Chels' story, and so it's not technical. Oh no, it's Empire of Storms. I'm only on book 4. I've got Empire of Storms to go, so I don't think it's gonna happen like super quick, because I don't know if they do get rid of the Vogue, I don't know what the next issue is going to be that's going to take us through the rest of the books. So I'm kind of confused by that. But also Lorcan, I was surprised that Lorcan totally didn't do what he said he'd done, and didn't actually kill the hounds. He's got Rowan's scent, and he'll call him Ronan then. He's got Rowan's scent, or they've got Rowan's scent, and they've just attacked him and Adrian. Adrian better not die, Miss Sarah Jamath. Adrian better not die. We're not about that life. We're not about killing cool characters, okay? And also, we're now at a point where I think I started the, sorry, if you can see smoke, it's because I've got incense burning behind you. I've just wafted it with my crochet thread and yarn. I don't know why I've done that. I started the clip by saying, this is really not coherent thoughts. But we started the clip by saying that they've just like got to the where the king is, and he's like, I knew you were ailing and blah blah blah. He tried to be all like creepy mean guy. But obviously they've got a plan. The plan sort of went off the rails a bit, because the plan was that they were just going to sort of initially kill Dorian, but now that they've been told that Dorian's in there, things may have changed. But also seeing his dead people on the gates has changed Chaol's mind, and now Chaol is in full-on like sacrificial mode, which, whether you're a Chaol girly or not, he's a good guy. He's flawed. He's made some decisions. We all know he's made some decisions. He's said some things that are highly inappropriate and like mean to Aileen. But you know what? People have emotions and they get angry and they say mean things. But he's not a bad guy, so he doesn't deserve to die. And he's gone all like sacrificial lamb on us, and I don't want him to do that. I don't. It's not the vibe we're going for. It's not the vibes I want from this book. The vibes I do want is like down with the evil king and his minions, and somehow conveniently I want Dorian to get through this okay. Do I keep moaning that I don't like convenient stories and convenient endings? Yeah, but clearly I'm just lying to myself and to you when I say that, because clearly I do. When it comes to people that I care about, and Dorian being one of them. I didn't like him and Selena as a couple, but him as a human being I enjoy, so he needs to just sort of like be alive. Can we try that? This vlog's been going on way longer than I expected it to. It's taken me way longer to finish Queen of Shadows than I thought it was gonna do, but I think that's because it's not because I'm not enjoying it. I still think I'm gonna be giving it 5 stars. Might only be 4, I don't know. Not like an all-time fave. Like Air of Fire was like fave, and I don't just want to give this a 5 just for the sake of giving it a 5, if that makes sense. I think this is probably going to be a 4. Had I read it all at once, then it might have been a 5. I have had other things going on that meant I've had to sort of, it's been read over a longer period of time, but I feel like that's worked for me in doing that, and I think I've kind of absorbed the story a bit more by doing that. So yeah, I think this is probably going to be a 4 star or 4.5. There's just something that's not giving that 5-star feel, but I think it takes a lot to live up to Air of Fire for me. Anyway, I'm going to talk about Air of Fire, talk about Queen of Shadows, and I'm going to go listen to some more now. Hey guys, I realised I didn't give you a final update on Queen of Shadows. Overall, it was a 4 star. I really enjoyed it. I think the pacing was not as fast paced as it was in Air of Fire, and I think that I got used to the fast paced vibe of Air of Fire, and we kind of like pulled it back a little bit, although there was still a lot of action. We got more detail about more of the characters as well in this one, which I really enjoyed. I'm worried about what's going to happen to Chaol. I don't think him and Nesrin end go pairing, and I don't want it to be. I think that's a bit of a weird thing. I think he might be settling a bit for her because he doesn't feel like he'll be able to get anything else with, now that obviously he's paralysed now, isn't he? Or so we think. I don't think it's going to be that way forever. And I'm hoping that when they're going to find these healers, that Irene is going to be there. I'm going to manifest Irene being there, and then maybe he could be her. No. That won't work, would it? Rowan and Aileen, great. Loving the fact that they've acknowledged feelings and stuffs and want and all the good stuff. I love that. Dorian being free. What the hell? That whole scene was just a lot. It was a lot. I didn't cry in this book. But that whole scene was a lot. And now I'm hoping that in the next book, I know Chels gonna go off and do his whole getting healed situation, but I'm hoping that more of the storylines are going to be intertwined. So I want Alida and Manon to somehow come together with Aline and Dorian and maybe fight the big bad together. And Manon realising that although she's a nine-toothed witch, she can still feel, she can still be a good leader, but also help people as well. She doesn't have to be the big bad bitch that her grandma head witch is. The head witch needs to be gone. Be gone, bitch! Because she's just pure evil. And that's it on that. I think that's everything. Thank you very much for watching me. If you do like me and you want to see more of me, please like and subscribe to all that good stuff. If you're here and you want to let me know you're here, please leave a black heart. Very much appreciated. And until next time, enjoy whatever you're reading, doing or watching. And I'll see y'all very soon, friends.
I left my phone at my brother's place.